All right, hey guys. I don't know if you guys can see me now, but I finally figured out what the technical difficulty was. But thank you guys for joining. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all of you guys. I appreciate all of you guys for attending this improv live stream. So today's live is pretty much like whatever you guys would like to ask me, you have an opportunity to ask. This can be like any question, any comments, anything you guys really want to know. I'm here to answer your questions. And Happy New Year, Chris Nicola Angel. And Everett, Happy New Year to you too. So, Happy New Year's. So I don't know, you guys have any questions, any burning things you guys would like to know? Now is your opportunity to ask away. So any questions you guys want to have answered, I'll try my best to have it answered the best way I can. And sorry guys, I've been MIA. A whole bunch of stuff happened, but I'm going to be doing a separate announcement, I guess, in the future with that. So hope everything is going well with you guys too. So burning questions, ask away. You guys can put them in the chat. Any questions you guys may have, you guys can add them to the chat and I'll do my best to channel the messages from spirit or use my intuition to guide me to let you guys know the answer to your question. So let's see. Okay, so is it finally over between my DM and his karmic? So I already heard no. I'm not too sure. Let me just channel the messages. So the karmic really exists when there's something still, like some sort of soul contract or something karmic in nature that is running for both of you guys in a parallel fashion. So, for example, your person may have a karmic partner because maybe you're in, let's say, for example, a karmic career. These are themes that usually resonate. Or it could be a situation where maybe you have a karmic, let's say, father or mother, let's say, for example. And so this manifested for your person in terms of a karmic relationship, whether it be a connection or whatnot. So there's something that you're doing that is allowing this person to still continue that soul contract or soul tie with that individual. So I'm hearing for them though, I think they're getting some sort of awareness that it doesn't feel right. So they're starting to recognize something about that person doesn't appear to be right. So let me just pull a card. Actually, let me see. Yeah, there's something here about accepting some sort of help or accepting some sort of realization. So fate is all about karma, right? So it's showing this came up in reverse. So what if it would have been upright? That would have shown that this connection between your person and the karmic would have been completed, right? But since this is in reverse, this speaks to the contract needing to be released, but there's some work that has to happen on the back end in order to release that soul tie or that contract. So let me see what that is exactly. So we have 7 of Wands, which is all about dropping your defenses, right? Not being so on guard on the fence. This is kind of like giving an energy of going with the flow and accepting what is too. So let me see what else comes forward. We have the Knight of Wands reverse, or the Knight of Swords, my apologies, reverse. We also have here the Page of Pentacles reverse. And lastly, we have the Ace of Wands upright. So the energy I'm already channeling or feeling intuitively from this, let me just move this so this can all be in frame for Chris and Cola Angel. So already when I'm picking up on this, it seems like there's some sort of defensiveness that your person needs to draw. So maybe this is an issue in regards to them feeling as if they can't do better in their circumstances. It's giving a vibrant energy where there might be some sort of contractual agreement involved. So I don't think your person has children with this karmic or has kids physically with this karmic partner, but they themselves, the karmic, may have children. So there's some sort of obligation that this person feels to continue being in a situation. I also see here with this Seven of Wands, the vibe that I'm getting from this is that it's something to do with their person not having confidence or belief in themselves. So maybe they don't feel good enough, or maybe they feel as if, their time is running out or they'll never be able to find someone. It's kind of like settling for less than what you deserve in situations. This is a card of codependency, is what is coming forward. So, what I would encourage you, Kristen Kola Angel, is to kind of look at within yourself, because anything that's, if it's a true soul connection, anything that manifests for your person also manifests as well and grounds for you, but in other areas. So that's why I guess in the beginning I went on my spiel when I talked about, let's say, having a karmic career. So your life purpose may be revolving around something, let's say, similar nature, but then you're doing something, a job or a career or something that isn't aligning. So I'm noticing Virgo energy. So this is the part of yourself where maybe you're more introverted as well. So maybe you also struggle with this too, where maybe you feel like it's difficult for you to reach out for help. It could also be a situation where maybe an analysis paralysis, where you're overthinking things, because Virgo can do that too as well sometimes, where they kind of analyze every single detail of a situation, but then on the other hand, you might be missing an opportunity because you're analyzing everything instead of just being more in the energy of going with the flow. So with this Knight of Wands here reverse, I keep calling it Knight of Wands. Okay, so I'm going to read it as the Knight of Wands, even though it is the the Knight of Swords. So with this card here, I also feel as if it's a situation where there's something about being more spontaneous, or maybe there's something impulsive in nature that your person has to get under control. It could even be like a sexual addiction or being bored, because when we're bored, sometimes we can make some poor decisions based upon, our mood. So we're feeling bored, so let me just impulsively reach back out to this person, or impulsively, spontaneously go back into the same cycle over and over again. I also see here with the Page of Pentacles, there's a concern here around a lack of commitment, but also poverty consciousness is what's coming forward, because when the Page of Pentacles is reversed, it speaks to greed. So this is a lesson about poverty consciousness that this karmic is also teaching your person to as well. So there's something here about maybe being concerned about the material world or finances that your person is learning, but I feel this is a contract you're also learning to as well. And with the Eight of Wands, I do see here that there is going to be some sort of change coming, but let me pull some timing cards of when that might happen. It's a process. We'll say it's a process. So your person and this karmic, it's a process to separate, because that karmic, I think, really captured the essence of your person, but the negative aspects, right? Because in the twin flame soulmate dynamic, one twin, right, which you are the intuitive one because you're watching this, captures the essence of intuition or the light, right? We are the light. We kind of are the torch bearers. We show a person the way. We give them insight. We get the idea from collective consciousness, from God source energy, whatever it is that you resonate with. And then we bring that information down, and then we make changes that then essentially change our person's direction too. So there's something here about coming out of your comfort zone too, and releasing old patterns and templates. So that karmic is really helping your person break that down. This is all based upon ego. So let's see timing messages for when a shift may happen in this situation. It's a process, right? It's deconstructing your ego. Deconstructing the template is really what the twin flame journey, soulmate journey, is all about. Things that we're taught in childhood, or our parents teach us, we're deconstructing that, and we're choosing a different path than the one that was initially given to us. So we have here April. So April is when I think your person may finally realize that they have to choose a different direction. So if you continue forward with your healing and, continue lighting the way for your person, I feel like April is when things in the situation may shift and allow it to unfold naturally. So yes, these things just happen the way that it's meant to happen. So sometimes it's a divine timing situation, but I feel for this, there's some work that's required. So maybe there's a part of you too as well that likes to control situations as well. So you have to power through and work through that, because control is really fear. So that's also what I feel like is being mirrored or shown to your person too as well, from what I'm reading here as well, and picking up intuitively. So keep going, don't give up, and keep going. And essentially all we can do is just light the way for a person, and hopefully they'll follow suit. But in doing so, that means that we're moving forward and we're not just stopping, we're always flowing and moving with the energy of the moment. We're in that divine feminine energy. All right, so I hope that answered your question, Kristen Cola Angel. Shoot, wrong deck. Okay, so maybe there's a message in here. Yeah, he has to leave this behind. The Five of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. It's not quite time for him to take action. I think he knows that intuitively too. All right, so, all right. So let's see who else would like to have a question for them. Great, I lost my lighter now. That's not okay. I found it. So hey Jessica, what's up? All right, so we have here. So I'm glad this is kind of connecting the dots for you. You got to focus on changing something in your family line, and specifically I feel for you, Kristen Cola Angel, it's your career. Your career is a barrier to progressing on your journey. You got to get that into alignment. All right. So let's see. We have here Everett. How does David feel about being in a relationship with me? Thank you. All right, Everett, let's answer your question. So I'm going to use this deck. So Everett, Spirit, can you speak to me about that? How does David feel about being in a relationship with them? Okay, so there's some sort of soul contract that you and David actually have, but it's meant to help you heal something about yourself. That's what I'm already hearing intuitively, just from channeling the energies of the moment. So let's see. Energy of David and the connection, please. You have the Four of Swords, reverse. So air energy. So that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You also have Hermit, which is Virgo. And I'm already hearing that your person may have a lot of air placements. Someone who might be more analytical in nature. We also have Temperance here, reverse, Saggy, and we have the Empress. So I feel that it's a situation between you and David where maybe they had contemplated for a long time before coming forward in regards to this connection. It feels like they may have analyzed this situation quite heavily in this dynamic, or it could have been yourself that spent a lot of time really analyzing this dynamic. Am I doing the right thing? Is this person ideal? Is there a future here? Where could things essentially go? So I do see here that it might have been a situation too where I see, like, even at nighttime, heavily thinking about this connection, like in bed before going to sleep type of deal. I don't know why, but I'm hearing that. So the Hermit here, I feel like finally a decision was made. Like, I feel like this person, they enjoy the time with you, but it's something here about them finally coming to a realization. Like, let's see what that epiphany was, please. They want me to pull a card from here. I tell you, man, tarot's like a story. Sometimes they don't give you the answer straight. They give you kind of like a story, and then you have to unpack what that means. So complicated. We also have listening, reverse. And then we also have differences. I'm not sure what I'm picking up here. Maybe you wanted this relationship to be a twin or a counterpart, is what I'm feeling from this actually very strongly. But I'm guided to tell you that sometimes we don't actually get to decide if we get to meet our person or not. It all depends on your soul agreements and past life contracts, whether or not that actually happens, yes or no. So there's something about your intuition that I think may have told you that this person might have been in something complicated or something kind of difficult already. Or maybe you were in something and then you left it and then you went with this person. Either. Let me pull a card on that actually. The Fool reverse. Okay. So I see what happened here. So I think your person was in something that was very complex. Like, let's say they were leaving a partner, they kind of needed some sort of support, and you were there to essentially assist them. So to say that your person, to kind of answer your question, I do feel that this person does care about you, but I think it might be still early to determine how they really feel, because I think they're still kind of grieving the loss of something they left behind. So I feel here the energy is a little bit, it's not as fluid as it could be, because there's something here about this relationship that needed to end first before coming into this with you. So it's either they were in a partnership, like they could have been married and then divorced and they came and then they were still dealing with the loss of that, or even yourself in some way. There was something here that um, is feeling very much like it. There's some lesson that you're meant to learn about this too, about yourself. But it's going to ultimately help you grow to be a better individual. So this person, I feel like they do care about you. It's not that they don't care, but I think that this person has a lot of other intentions wrapped up in this connection. So I think that's also why that prompted you to ask the question too as well, because it's hard to get a read on this person because they have so many things that they're juggling at once. I don't know if there's children involved in this situation or what, but it's like their mind is not really necessarily on the connection right now. It's like their mind is thinking about other areas. I think their life has a lot of difficulties and challenges, and you kind of are there as that rock or that support for them while they kind of sift through whatever it is that they have to sort through. But they do see you as an empress, right? The empress is someone that's very loving and nurturing and down to earth, very compassionate. You could also be a mom as well. So they kind of see you as that motherly figure type of energy. But this person has a lot of things they have to kind of work through. So I feel the contract between you guys is actually very karmic in nature, but it's going to teach you a lot about yourself too at the same time. But I'm hearing that it's meant to help you heal, and it's also meant to take you to the next level of your evolutionary process. That's what I'm feeling for you, Everett. So I know it was very convoluted, but I hope that kind of answered your question. Yeah, see, so Everett's saying like, wow, we have a soul contract. Yes, we are different. He was married before to a lady who hurt him. Exactly. So it's like his energy is still fixated on that situation. And this is why it's difficult to get a clear read on him in terms of your feelings, because that connection is like acting as if it's a third party in your situation. And I think intuitively as well, this might be an insecurity for you or a lesson for you to work through in regards to your own insecurities about that past situation. Because I think sometimes he may talk about it briefly, and it's kind of also a trigger for you. So it's meant to kind of help you with being able to process and understand. But I think that there might be a desire too for them to also, like, they still go back and forth in their mind about that person, like if it would have worked out or how could it have been. It's like that kind of energy. It's an unresolved problem that this individual has. I know that's quite triggering to hear, but I don't want to put all your business out, but that, you know, that's a part of the concern. So I hope that kind of lets you know a little bit about it. Like, it's still quite fresh. Give it some time, but I would say, like, don't waste too much time on this situation, because ultimately, if the person can't show up appropriately and they have their own baggage, then you got to make a decision to choose yourself no matter what. Even if that means that you have to let them go, because it's delaying what you might be, you know, waiting for you to ground. All right, so let's see. So, all right, so Jessica Grant says, I'm about to launch my digital business. Will it pop off? Yeah, so I'm hearing something about like the beauty industry. So I'm not sure if that's something that you're considering right now. But definitely something along those lines is what I'm already hearing intuitively. It could be like makeup, skincare, something along those lines, like beauty industry is what I'm picking up on. I don't know why, but I'm just feeling that intuitively. So let's see about her business. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see how this will go. You seem to be also a very creative person. You're a very creative soul. I like that. Like very artistic, very creative individual. That's what I'm already feeling intuitively from you. So let me pull some cards actually to channel more of the message. So Jessica Grant. Speak to me, Spirit, about her business. So you're not listening to your intuition, huh? So you're not listening to your gut feelings, the hits that you've been getting. I can already feel that. I think initially this business is something that you kind of maybe would have set up as like a hobby, or initially it's something that allows you to express your creative energy. And I'm hearing also healing energy for a lot of people. So like your business is definitely needed in the collective right now because it really helps people feel better about themselves in some sort of way. So you'll be kind of like, it feels like working with women or females or whatever demographic population, but with like, I feel like it's more of like a mature energy. So like women who are like married with children, maybe they have like one or two children, they're like maybe they're, you know, mid to early, like mid 30s to like around there, like is what I'm feeling. And your creativity is what's going to help these women with feeling better about themselves, because sometimes when you know you step into that mom energy, like that true empress energy, your whole focus is on your family. It's on, you know, making sure that everything is good, your family, your kids and everything are good. So these women are like burned out is what I'm feeling, and your business is actually going to help them make a powerful change in their life in some specific way. So I also feel like as well, a lot of these women might like be isolated, or they might spend a lot of time at home. So because of that, like your beauty secrets or your beauty hacks or what, like that's what I'm feeling. I'm hearing beauty hacks, beauty secrets gives them a chance to step outside of their comfort zone as well. Because I feel like you're a very creative person and people need that. People need creativity. So I also feel that this business idea is something that you've been hearing about intuitively for a while to actually pursue, but it's like you've been putting it off for quite a while. And I feel like Spirit is going to be bringing helpful people to you to assist you with making some sort of powerful change in regards to that. So I do see like some sort of intervention or help around the period of March of this year. So like the end of March 2024, is when I feel like you're going to get some sort of divine intervention. So that's like lunar eclipse energy. I feel like because there's a lunar eclipse that's actually expected around that time. So March 24th, 25th, that eclipse is actually going to really help you with being able to generate ideas to like really get this thing off the ground. You're either going to meet someone that's going to assist you, or it's like you're going to get some sort of idea or burst of energy that's going to help you with like taking this off the ground. But you have to also now be in the energy of planning, but that is the connecting to the divine, right? Source, the creator. So with that energy, I feel like they're going to give you a lot of hits in your crown chakra that's really going to help you with um, taking this off the ground. I feel like your idea also is something that also is very rebellious. So maybe there are people that aren't necessarily like they tell you do it, but deep down, I feel like they might not necessarily be happy about you doing this because they kind of fear your creativity or they fear your talent, is what I'm hearing. So this is really going to help you with being able to push yourself to the next level. I also see here as well that it's also going to allow you to step outside of a comfort zone. So I do feel that this is going to be a successful business, but it's going to take a while to actually really get it off the ground. So that's probably why in the beginning I spent a lot of time talking about your demographic of who you want to target, because those women need your energy. They need your light, is what I'm feeling from that. So like women between like, I would say like mid 30s, like 35, 40, you're going to get a lot of clientele around that age too, because they need that. They need the creativity. They need that to help them feel better about themselves as well too. Like it helps them with like stepping out of their comfort zone, or like realizing that not because I'm a mom, I can still be a MILF, I can still be cute, I can still look good, like feel good, and feel great about myself at the same time. So yeah, I feel like it's going to be great, but there's some mentorship that's required. So you got to link with a mentor, man, and that mentor will actually help you with being able to get this off the ground. So I hope that provided you with some sort of clarity or understanding about your situation. All right. So I got a lot of hits for you actually, like a lot. Like it was pretty intense. These days it's crazy. Like my intuition is like it's a lot. All right. So let's see what Jessica says. So she says, yes, I'm going to promote it. People always ask me that I'm trying to get money to take an ombre eyebrow course. Wow. I should have asked about moving too. Shoot. Hmm. It's an all around spiritual healing. Yes. Wow. Yes. Single moms. Exactly. That's my audience. I got chills. Yes. Those women, they need you. They need your light. That's why I feel like your spirit is going to help you to get this off the ground big time. Because their life is kind of, not saying it's boring, but like sometimes when you become a mom, it's like you kind of like just focus on that, and it's difficult to still get in touch with your femininity or get in touch with yourself too. Like you're just so focused on your family. So all right, so yeah, so confirmation. So that's exactly what the brand is for. On point. Yeah, no worries, no problem. Okay. Yes, energy exchange, guys. If you want to like, you guys can like it so other people can find this video. And yeah, that's to say thanks, I guess. So okay, let's go back and see who's here. So we have Jessica Morrow. Good evening. Can I have a general message? Thank you. All right, so Jessica Morrow. Okay, Spirit, speak to me about it. Okay. I don't know why we're getting a lot of career people, man, but they want to talk about your career. So I don't know if you've been considering changing a job or a position. That's already what I'm picking up intuitively. But let me see what else comes forward. All right, so Jessica Morrow. And hey, Lauren. I'm good, thanks. How are you? All right, so all right, general message. Let me channel the messages, please. The energy of the moment. Let me see, Jessica Morrow Spirit. Okay, they want to talk about your career. Career change, I heard. So something about your career they want you to focus on right now. So something about your career. Something about your career. Alicia Morrow. Alicia Morrow. Something about your career, Alicia. They want me to pull from 2 decks now, so let me pull. For those of you here, just like the thing, so it helps the algorithm, so people can find this if they're looking for some guidance or clarity as a form of energy exchange. All right, so let me pull a card, please. Tanisha. Okay, the fleeting. Let me look into this card. I'm actually stuck on this one. Let me read from the book. Okay, I get it. So this is a period of growth and self-exploration for you. It's also a period of healing that inner child, is the message that I'm already channeling intuitively from that card. So this is a period of you having to make some sort of decision or choice to heal the inner child. They also talk about baby. So I don't know what the baby is about. Could it be children? Are you? I'm not sure if you're expecting or something like that, but I don't know. Or you could be a spirit baby. I don't know. Inner child, children, something like that. Which is very interesting. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's see. So something about children. So you want to have children. So there's going to be an opportunity, Tanisha, for you to have a child or children, but there's something about your career that needs to be in alignment before that can actually ground for you or can progress. I'm not sure if you've been trying for a while, you've been thinking about children, but there's something about that energy that's coming forward quite strongly in your reading. But you have children. Okay, so that makes sense. So something about then the Four of Wands. Okay, so you want to create stability for your children. That's the message then. Because we have the Four of Wands reversed, which is fire energy. So it's like, I feel from this, you want to create some sort of stability or opportunities for your children. It's like you might be in, okay, so I'm not sure if you're still with the partner of the children, but you want to create something innovative. So I'm not sure if you're thinking about maybe creating a business, if you're thinking about creating some sort of legacy, something that you can leave behind for your family, is what I'm already feeling. I feel like you're a kind soul though. Like you're a good person. So it's like you might have been considering your options in terms of what might be available. You might even been considering an NGO in regards to children or like single moms, something like that. I'm also feeling. So we have the Seven of Cups. There's so many, which makes sense. It's like your energy. I feel that there are so many different avenues or possibilities that could exist in regards to your career and like what you could leave behind for your own children and whatnot too. But there's something that's related to your heart, like something very close to your chest that you want to pursue. Okay, so what is that? So it's something to do with like healing, like helping people in some way. You could be like a healer or a spiritual healer, or maybe you're called to step into that energy to assist the collective. But it's something that you're passionate about. But I feel that you have a lot of duties and responsibilities, so sometimes it makes it difficult to actually ground that. But I feel that you're trying to take some things off of your plate to actually assist you with being able to make that happen. And your intuition, I feel like, has been guiding you to as well to create something different. But there's something here about moon cycles or chapters or phases of yourself that have to close so that you can be successful with this. So you could be like considering some sort of energy healing business. And so because of that, it could be a situation where your energy has to be at maximum in order to assist other people in some way. Like you have to be on your A game in order to make that happen. Because of course, right, as a healer, you can't be healing others if your energy is depleted or you don't have enough time for yourself. So I feel that you're working on that. And you're opening up to possibilities. I'm hearing that you're trying to network with people currently at the moment. But you're also recovering from something. So maybe you had a partnership in the past that didn't work out in the material world. And so you're concerned that this might be the case again. There's something here about recovering from that situation or healing from that. Yeah, there's something here also about your logical side of your mind kind of telling you to kind of be cautious because the Queen of Swords is very logical in nature. It's Libra energy, right? So Libra is also very creative, but there's also a balance, right? So Libra energy is all about balance. So there's something here you have to balance, I feel like, for your business to really take off or for you to do well. Like, I feel the opportunity is there because people need your light, but there's some things that you have to level out so that it can work. Your past commitments. So it could be other contractual agreements or other things that you're a part of, other things that have to kind of take a back seat to help you ground or manifest this opportunity properly. It's like you have to make a choice, a decision. And that's where I feel like the Queen of Swords energy is going to help you with that, because the Queen of Swords, they're able to use good discernment with making judgments that ultimately work in their favor. That's what Libra's energy is all about. Discernment, judgment, and also making sound decisions that actually work for them and not necessarily other people. So maybe there is like something that needs to end, so that way you're able to fulfill this. There's a contractual agreement. Could be a partnership of some sort that needs to be dissolved so that this can ground properly. All right, so I hope that helps, Tanisha. But that's what I'm picking up on. There's an opportunity here, but it all depends on you and your energy and what you decide to pursue. But there's things that need to close in order to manifest this new beginning. Also, I'm hearing that you need to ground your energy better too. I'm not sure what that's about, but there's something here about needing to ground. Yeah, of course. But you know, in the healing process, how it goes, right? We have to let as many people go as possible that's preventing us from getting from point A to point B. So I actually had to do that. Like, that's why I've been MIA for a long time, because I actually had to let go a lot of situations that just weren't resonating anymore with me. And sometimes too, as well, when we're in a community or group of people, their energy also helps or doesn't help to help us manifest what our yin energy, which is all about like our feminine energy, wants to bring forward and create, right? Because as a feminine, a divine feminine, we're all about creativity and manifestation. So in order to create something new, things have to constantly keep dying so that, you know, things can come in, ground, manifest, and new beginnings and healing can actually happen. But not just surface level healing, deep healing, like serious healing. And that's kind of what I was on for the last several months, was like a deep healing journey. It's like a self-discovery journey. So sometimes when you're in the energy of the Fool, this is giving an energy of being in the Fool's energy, which is all about just being open and receptive. And probably that's why I got the message about grounding. Maybe there's something in your yin energy that needs to also be cleared. So that's your sacral. So you might want to focus. I think you're able to do this, but you might want to focus on doing some sacral clearing to help you ground new, fresh ideas into your awareness. One message I'm hearing for you actually is you might benefit from doing some sort of yoga, or even work on attuning your hora, which is your yoni. Your yoni has to balance. Because sometimes too, even though we cut cords with people, we cut ties, the residue of them still lingers. And it could take months or days, however long, right, to really process that and work through it. So I hope that answered your question, Tanisha, but that's what I'm getting so far. Okay, so let's see who else has other questions. So Neil Lee says, how does Sagittarius Daniel feel about me now? I'm an Aquarius. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so they want me to use this deck. I don't know why. This is a timing deck, but okay, so once other commitments, attachments are released. Okay, Neely. Neely Spirit, can you speak to me about that, or Nelly? Okay, so I don't know why. Okay, so I'm not sure if you're in an age difference type of relationship. You could be like an age gap or age difference, Nelly, between you and this person. Not sure why, but I'm picking up on that. I don't know why they wanted me to pull the timing messages from the beginning, but we'll just roll with it and see what they come up with. So I'm going to use the Mystic Tarot deck and see what else I channel as well. So they're talking about career. So I'm not sure if this is someone that you met at your job or you met them through a colleague. Is already what I'm feeling intuitively. So that could be a situation too as well. I'm not sure why, but I'm picking up on that for Nelly. So let's see. Wheel of Fortune. So that's mutable signs. Saggy, Pisces, Gemini, and Virgo. We also have here the Page of Wands reverse. How does Daniel feel about that? We have the Fool. Okay, so this is a divine timing type of connection. So I feel that your energy actually called this person in or called them to you is what I'm feeling here. With the Page of Wands reverse, I feel that it's a situation where there needs to be some sort of idea in terms of what you want with this connection. So I'm not sure if it's a situation where you're kind of just going with the flow and you're not really letting this person know what your intentions are, what you want in the future. But there's something about needing to be transparent about this to this individual from the beginning. So you might want to consider having a conversation, but like a deep one, but not too deep where you scare them away. It's more about, letting this person understand you as a person, but also ultimately thinking about, what you guys really want from this. So I'm not sure if there's been like sex involved or whatever, but Spirit is saying that that's one of the things that might be a lesson also for you, where maybe in some connections, the connection starts off really hot and heavy. And then after, when you look back on the situation, there isn't really much that's left. Like it dies out. It's like a calm after, like it just fizzles out. And then you're kind of like wondering, what went wrong in the situation. So Spirit is challenging you in this connection with Daniel to actually really dig deeper and ask him those hard questions. Ask him what his intentions are, what he wants in the future. And also, think about what you would like to shape, how you would like to shape the direction of this connection too. So this is a fairly new connection, I feel, between you and this person. So ultimately, I feel like there is an opportunity here to really get to know each other in a positive regard. But it all depends on yourself in regards to, do you submit to the other things that you may have done in the past, or do you elevate past that and actually really take a deeper dive in terms of your relationships and truly get to know this individual on a deeper level? I am also hearing as well that you may like older males or older people in general. So, or you might be older. No, I feel you're the younger one in this situation. So there's something about age here as well. Like you could be in an age gap relationship. But Spirit is saying that I feel like they're open, like Daniel seems to be very receptive to, how this may turn out or what may happen. But it feels like a situation where you actually have to ask those questions in regards to what they want to manifest from you, them, and the connection. Like it has the ability to go anywhere. This could be potentially a soulmate. Or it could turn very karmic for you, but it all depends on what you choose to do, and how you respond to that will determine how the outcome will progress in this situation. So that's what I'm picking up intuitively. I hope that helps, Nelly. But that's what I got for you. All right, so let's see whose question is still there. Okay, so Tanisha says, yeah, massage therapy. I want to help people find their path. Exactly. Yeah, healer, big time. I feel that way as well. You're absolutely right. So broadcasting your thoughts worldwide. Shout out Tanisha. Okay, so hey Shannon, if you're still here, thanks for joining. So don't forget to donate money, peeps. Okay, so you guys want to donate, you guys can do that. You guys can hit up my PayPal. It's I'll link that down here as well too. Is it this? Yeah. Or it's at Angie's Awakening. You guys can also like if you can't donate, just as energy exchange to help with the algorithm for other people who are waiting to get confirmation to with their situation as well, guys. Who are you channeling? So, but I'm not sure what that was for. So grow up, little babies. Wow, Shannon. I've got to let a lot of people and places go. Thank you for the confirmation. I feel the whole lot still. Yeah, healing journey, man, is like deep. So I'm working on it as we speak. I have a past love that came back and was speaking the same thing about the journey. Yeah, man. Sometimes people come back and that's kind of what happens. They come to trigger us and help us heal as well too, Tanisha. They help us with, our ascension. They help us with realizing a lot of truths about ourselves that maybe we didn't realize before, we didn't understand. But ideally, it's not meant to be a bad thing. It's meant to help us progress too as well. So we also have, and no worries, Tanisha, glad to help. So MRU says, hi, Angie. If you're able, could I get a love general message, please? And thank you. What does Emily need to know? All right, Emily. Let's see what Spirit wants to channel for you. Let's see what they would like to let you know at this time. All right, so let's get the chakra deck, actually. Oh, no, it fell. Okay, so let's see. So Emily, what does Emily need to know at this time? Spirit, can we channel the messages, please, and thank you. If you guys have any more questions, you guys can add them in the chat too as well. For those of you coming in or would like to get a reading done. And I thank you guys again for supporting me and for coming for your reading. All right, so let's pull some messages for Emily. Emily Spirit needs to know about love, relationships. Okay, so that's interesting. Trickery. Let me bring this a little bit closer because I feel like it's a bit blurry. Try to bring it closer. Okay, so let me try to bring it closer. You have insecurity. We have destiny. And we have impatience. Okay, I got you. I got the message. All right, Emily. So your message from Spirit is that I feel that in the past, you may have had a lot of partners that may have been quite deceptive to you. So they could have presented one way, but then deep down, they had other intentions. So this feels like someone who may have had experiences with third parties, or, you just dated people that weren't really deep into commitment or wanted that type of commitment. I feel like you dealt with people that were living a lot in their ego. You might have even been overcritical too about this, or maybe worried about it, where you're kind of like, is it me or is it them? Is it me or is it them type of deal? But I feel that there's something here about you needing to kind of release that and understand that sometimes we go through these bad relationships because it's ultimately meant to teach us something or bring us to a better opportunity. Like, I can definitely relate with that. Like, I've had a lot of karmic partners in the past, and those karmic partners, they really taught me some serious spiritual lessons about myself and things I wasn't willing to see. But ultimately, a lot of them really helped me to stand more in my power. So if that's a way to reframe it for you, Emily, if that kind of gives you guidance or helps you in some way as well. So use this as an example, because I feel like it may make you like kind of, maybe there's times where you kind of compare other people's situation to yours, where you feel like, so and so, their relationships always seem to work out, Why am I difficult? Why can't I manifest that partner that I seek or what I want? I do see here that there's an opportunity for it, actually a counterpart. It feels like a twin flame. Um, and that person, that twin, just so you know, is going to be that person that breaks your heart again. But ideally, that person, not to scare you, with the twin flame dynamic, it's meant to really mirror to you the parts of yourself that are still not healed, because your person is ideally you, but in a masculine body, and you're the feminine of them, and vice versa. So I feel that there is something here about meeting a counterpart, but I'm feeling very strongly a twin. But there's some things that need to be worked on. So like you have to work on healing this past hurt so that this can actually come in. And your twin will break your heart. They will do it, but it's ultimately meant, I just saw 50-50. So there might be an additional message in that for you, an angel number that can also assist you too as well. But this is destiny though unfolding. So there is a twin that's waiting to come in. And they will break your heart one more time, but that will help you to be able to step onto your ascension. I feel that you're going to be faced with a choice actually when you meet them. And that choice will be to ultimately choose yourself and to work on your insecurities. Because they're a mirror image of your soul in terms of what is going on internally with you as well. And I feel that you're feeling that time is running out in regards to, will you ever meet the one? Will this ever happen? And I feel that it actually will happen, but you have to change your mindset, and you got to start from thinking, things could be different. So that's what I'm feeling already intuitively for you, Emily. I hope that provides you with some clarity in regards to your current situation as well. Okay, so let's see. So Tanisha says, I am, new subscriber. Well, welcome to the channel, and whatnot. So Archana Rocco. So if you want to put your question, Archana, down below, then I'll be able to answer it when I get to your question. So Tanisha says, what do you have for me in love and relationships? Okay, so all right, so I'll get back to that. So it says, salute Angie. So Ajay says, salute Angie. No worries. Thank you for sharing your gifts with us. What message does Spirit have for me regarding upcoming changes in my career? Very interesting. A lot of people right now are on the cusp of changing career directions. Like, I don't know if it's a new year vibe, new year situation or what, but I feel like a lot of the collective right now are actually going through the same thing. Like, it's so interesting. Like most of this live was about career, love, relationships, karma. So let's see. Let me sage the area actually. So let me get the energy for Ajay. Ajay. All right, Spirit, speak to me about Ajay, please, and thank you. Okay, so I just moved my citrine stone. Citrine is typically a stone of good luck, and it talks about fortune. So it seems like you're going to be getting some sort of good luck, or, some sort of, I'm hearing stroke of genius, which means that it's like out of the blue, you might get some sort of opportunity that works. I'm hearing marketing. I don't know why. You could be working in the business world right now currently. So I could be like working in the business world or something of that nature. I heard foreign exchange. I don't know why. I don't know if there's something you've been considering, or if you actually work in that industry, or international travel for work. But something is going to allow you to be able to open up to different possibilities. Okay, let's see. Let's see, career, Ajay. Strength, King of Pentacles, reverse, and the Ten of Cups. So your career is actually tied to your life purpose. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but that's something of why you decided to be reincarnated in this lifetime. Your career is significant to your purpose. I have to say that, stress that to you. I was guided to say that again from Spirit. So your ideal career, I feel, for you is going to be something that you're able to stand in your power and people can actually see you. You're meant to be seen in this lifetime. Your career, I feel like, is meant to deal with some sort of international pursuits or helping people in an international way. So it could be, let's say, you're working in the industry of like, I heard healthcare. So maybe you're meant to go around. It could be like a traveling nurse or some sort of practitioner, as an example. But there's a business side to that where you are actually helping people get healthy or balanced in some way, but you're also healing them, but you're also expressing something to them, like you're promoting a service or a business or a brand. That's what I'm feeling from that. So it feels like yeah, so it feels like you're meant to like expand in that area. So it's like I feel you're looking currently for how you can marry the two, the international, the marketing, and the business aspect of yourself, but also the healing too as well. Like helping people in some way, you're looking at how you can how you can do that. And I feel once you get that under control, this King of Pentacles here reversed. So there might be a little bit of some financial losses right now, but that's because maybe you've been spending a lot of time, obsessing about work, the material world, stuff like that. But you're not meant to step to be in that energy. I feel like things are supposed to just naturally flow to you based upon your gifts and your talents. So the more that you help society or help humanity in some way, I feel like that's where you're going to get your abundance or your blessings. It's through your work, through your initiatives, or through helping or healing people in some way, you're meant to make money from that. But then at the same time, I'm being told that you have to be careful not to become greedy. Because when that happens with the King of Pentacles reversed, when the King of Pentacles is reversed, it speaks to greed. But when it's upright, it speaks to, abundance, prosperity, blessings, right? Being able to have it all. But there's something here about needing to balance the masculine and feminine sides of yourself. So the masculine energy is all about logics, the material world, building, structures, getting out there, hustling, grinding. But the feminine side of self is also receptive and open to the possibilities that could exist. So when that is in balance, I feel like that's where you're going to find the perfect harmony. You'll find the job that allows you that energy where you're able to show your leadership skills and capabilities. And at the same time, you're making money, but you're not doing it in a way that seems like you have to be like on the grind all the time, hustling hard, because that's more of your masculine side of self. So you have to balance that. And then from there, I do see that there's an opportunity for, I don't know if it's like a partnership, could be like a partner that you'll manifest as also a business partner, but a lover too at the same time. If this hasn't already happened, and then you guys will ultimately have a family if that hasn't already happened. But it will bring you a lot of harmony and a lot of happiness. So you got to follow your dreams and passions too, and not lose sight of that due to the material world. Because sometimes when we become greedy, right, or we become obsessed with it, it then creates a block that prevents us from receiving everything that is due to us, which is really happiness, finance, abundance, happiness, success, prosperity, being able to have everything that we dreamed of and more. So I hope that provides you with some sort of clarity in your situation. Okay, so let's see the comments. So I just says, I'm currently working in marketing position. Oh my God, already amazing. I used to be an international teacher as well. So she also says, yes, Angie, you're so right, especially with being able, I feel trapped in a community. What am I doing doesn't feed my soul's purpose. I absolutely need to bring that back into balance. I thank you, Angie. Yeah, no worries. Anytime. I'm glad that resonated with you and was able to help you in some sort of way. Yeah, because I feel like when you have that powerful energy, and I struggle with this too, because I'm someone that's very like, I'm a leader, right? Or else I wouldn't be doing YouTube. But at the same time, I also have to balance that compassionate side of myself too, that Queen of Cups energy, which is all about calm, comfort, compassion, understanding, that nurturing energy, where I'm also meant to heal people through my actions, through my words, and what I promote and what I do. So it's the same idea here for you as well, where you're meant to also have that leadership energy, where you're out there, you're grinding, you're hustling, you're making your money, but you're also that mom, that nurturing, that your intuition is there, your spirituality is intact, you're in touch with your feelings, that Empress energy, Empress has it all, man. She's a businesswoman. She's great when it comes to feelings. She's also a go-getter, right? She's someone as well who is logical or can be a time when it comes to making decisions. So she's all of the queens embodied in one. So it's about getting that, and everything else will fall into place. All right, let's go back up and see what other people have to say. So I haven't forgot about your question, Tanisha. Let me. Okay, so let me do Tanisha's question. I actually thanked a couple of my exes for my growth, LOL, and they didn't know how to respond to it, but it was okay. I did my part. Yeah, exactly. It's all a part of the divine plan, man. People don't realize it. You guys are joining. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you'd like to add your questions in the chat, you guys can feel free to do that too as well. And yeah, we'll take it from there. So, all right, let's see. So Tanisha's question, Tanisha, the growth and being the bigger person. Yeah, man, bigger person is always key. So it says, what do you have for me in regards to love and relationships? Okay, so already I heard Tanisha, the healer needs to be healed. So there's something here about needing to heal that heart chakra before you can manifest a stable love connection. I'm already picking up intuitively. Let's see if I need to pull cards. There's also a lesson here too about codependency as well in relationships that you're meant to also balance to as well. And also your physical body too. You also have to get that under balance. I'm not sure if there's some sort of health concern. It could be like diabetes or a health related matter. I'm not a doctor, but that's what I'm channeling already. But there's something about using aromatherapy and vibrational healing to heal yourself and heal your heart chakra from all of the like residue and the leftover pain, heartbreak, and things of that nature. I'm also hearing for you as well. There's something about sacred sexuality. So like tantric yoga might also help as well. So that's about like getting in touch with your feminine body, your feminine self, mind, body, spirit. And then I feel like it will help you with manifesting some sort of soul connection that will be more fulfilling for you, rather than just kind of having a partnership that's kind of just like you're here and then things don't work and then you're on your own again, and then that same cycle keeps repeating. I feel in this lifetime you're meant to break a lot of those karmic cycles and karmic contracts is really what I'm feeling intuitively. So I feel like that's something that you have to power through, and then things will start clicking into place. So I hope that answers your question, Tanisha. But let me now go back to let me go to Everett. So Everett says, right, will me and David have a child together? Angie, you should be a counselor. I am. Actually, that's the whole joke. My actual first career before I went through my spiritual awakening, I actually am a social worker. So it's very funny that you talked about that. And I actually did like wellness coaching. Like I went back to school. I did that as well. Like I added it as like an extension. So exactly, like I know, like I'm meant to be using my voice to help people heal or to work through their complexities. Because like my intellect or my mind is very deep, if that makes sense. So yeah, thank you. Thanks Everett for that. So the child's, I feel like it's undecided. It's yes and no, Everett. It all depends on the work that you guys are willing to put in will determine whether or not you and David will actually have a child. Because people think too, having a child like helps with the connection, but it makes it more complicated, man. Because ultimately, like when you and that person have that extension, if there are things that you still have to power through, it might be difficult because our children that we are meant to create, they have their own purpose too as well. So if whoever David does not resonate with like your spirit child, then it will be difficult for that to ground. So I feel like David has a lot of work to do. I don't know why, but I'm feeling that intuitively. I feel like I'm hearing like baby mama drama. So maybe he has like past issues or past relationship concerns that he needs to work on. That's already what I'm feeling intuitively. So I feel like when he works through that, like it's gonna really help with like making a decision. But right now I feel like spirit is saying that it's undecided for you, Everett, with in regards to the child, because he has to work on himself. Like I feel like right now, like his mind isn't even on children like that. Like he might talk about it, but I feel like his mind is like He has a lot going through his mind right now. So Everett says, okay, so it says, so Tanisha says, yes, I have started juicing and exercising to help me clear my mind. Exactly. So those like natural things, Tanisha, will really help you with being able to power through a lot of that debris and a lot of that leftover energy. Exercising is a great release. I mean, guys, like I lost, a lot of weight just by exercising, releasing a lot of that baggage. Because a lot of the time, too, like people don't realize this, but trauma is actually stored in the body before anything else. So, like when we go through a traumatic experience and we experience something that's difficult, that trauma or that traumatic events gets stored in the body, and then it becomes difficult, and then we keep attracting the same kind of partner to us, just in a different regard. So like when we work on our issues and our insecurities and our complexities, it then helps with processing that and clearing that too as well. So, oh wow, so you're doing your life purpose. Yeah, so yes and no. Actually, I started off doing that, but then I realized that my life purpose is actually connected to something else. It's more of like a healing type of life purpose. It's also like a family life purpose too as well. Like I'm meant to heal my family line. Like it's complicated, if that makes sense. So my life purpose is something that's very unique in nature, but it's something that really helps the collective in a powerful way. I'm meant to actually deal with like workplace systemic issues. Is a part of my life purpose. Going through those experiences. So my career is tied into my life purpose. I think I answered that question too for someone else earlier. Ajay, yes, where her life purpose is tied into her career. It's the same thing with me too as well. So let's see. So Tanisha says, so oh wow, okay. So Tanisha says, thank you, Angie. I really appreciate your message. Raw, sensitive at the same time. Yeah, I've been working on balancing that before. As I said, like I'm a Saggy ascendant. So Saggy ascendants are usually very raw, but like I'm a Cancer sun and moon, so I have that sensitive side too as well. So I've been working on really balancing the two, um, to give people the straight goods, but doing it in a way that's sensitive at the same time. So SB says, what is the Shadikins thoughts and next actions towards me? So Desicanas. Okay, thoughts and actions. Okay, so there's a divine timing situation, just so you know, SB, with your connection. So something you got to work through with that. But let's see. Okay, so they want this card. Two of Cups. So I can't remember what I channeled. So you may have to go back and listen to this. It's going to be recorded. It's alive, so it'll be recorded. You may have to go back, SB, and listen to your reading. So it seems like it's an intuitive next action that this person is going to take towards you, SB. So it's something that's divinely guided, and that's why I picked up on in the beginning that it was a divinely guided situation that's going to be your person's next move towards you. With the King of Swords, I do see here that it's going to be very analytical in approach. So maybe they're not really sure in terms of what you're thinking or how you're feeling. So they may reach out and kind of test the waters to essentially figure out if they should continue to pursue this or not. But the person we're tapping into, like I'm noticing even my affect, it has changed. It's very dry and flat. So I'm not really too sure if it's like a vibe or a situation where this person kind of goes for a while and then they come back out of the blue, and then they ghost and then they come back. It's feeling as if it could be, I feel like it could be like a soul connection, like possibly a twin flame but it's like a very, it's like the beginning of a journey, like the beginning of the twin flame journey, if that makes sense. where they're kind of trying to study you, they're trying to get to know you, but they're not really sure how to proceed. I also see here with the star that, and again, the intuition. So like the symbol in the middle of the star is telling me about intuition. So I feel that this situation or this next encounter is going to be very healing for you and this person, where maybe there's going to be some sort of conversation that's had about concerns or things that may have happened in the past that maybe both of you didn't have the courage to actually speak about. With the Nine of Pentacles here reversed, I feel like it's something where maybe for a while this person has been kind of just drowning their self in the material world to try not to think about this connection or try not to think about you. But I feel that the reason why they're going to come back in your direction is that you SB need closure from what may have happened or something that happened in the past here. Let's see a little bit more about this Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, they ghosted you, man. They ghosted you. So you want to recover this. So Spirit is going to bring this person back to you to give you whatever closure it is that you're looking for. It's like an epiphany or a realization. But I feel that you guys may have had many times where this has happened already in the past, where it's like, okay, you talk to each other, then it ends. Then you talk to each other, then it ends. And it's like that. It's like many cycles I feel has happened in this, because I'm noticing the pendulum or the circle around the coins here. So I feel that this is many cycles you've gone through like this with this person. But they're going to come back around. But I feel like this is going to be a lesson to you. Let's see what the lesson is about. Okay, they want me to pull from this deck. Okay, so yeah, you ghosted him. You need the closure. But maybe this is a pattern. When I talk about cycles, it could even just be a pattern that you do in connections. So there's something here, that a lesson that you're meant to learn from this situation through this interaction you have with them. So hiding your true self, yeah, projection, big time. You're meant to release that. Because I feel like for a while, you've probably been going through that where you're not really being like expressing how you really feel. So this person is going to come back around to test you and also give you the opportunity to work through that and process that. They might even tell you how they feel about, if you were the one who ghosted them, they might express to you how they felt about that. That it's difficult to read you because they don't really know how you felt or, what's going on with you. So this is an issue you have to work on. So again, this is balancing your masculine and feminine side of yourself. I feel that you live more in this energy here with the King of Swords. You could be an Aquarius or have those placements heavily in your chart, or you could be an air sign. So every connection isn't always like a logical, strategical approach. You have to also allow your heart space to guide you too as well. So this is why I feel like this situation is going to be divinely guided, because you're meant to balance that. You're meant to be more in touch with being able to analyze and say, okay, I'm going to listen to my heart and choose something rather than just thinking logically about the situation. So I hope that helps your situation. But you got to work on balancing that, man. You can't just live in the logics. You got to live in the heart too sometimes. All right. So Everett says, yes, he has a baby mama. Exactly. So his mind is, that's what I'm saying. Like with your person, from what I remember, Everett, like his mind is elsewhere. Like he's still thinking about the past. He's still doing a review on what happened. He's still thinking about what went on here. So it's like he has to work through that karma. Like he has to process that. And so that is like a third party in your situation. Like that relationship is a barrier to being able to allow you to move forward because he hasn't closed that cycle out. It's actually giving me like clarity about something too. Like it's interesting because it's like, for example, when you go with a guy or a man who, let's say, just ended something within the relationship, and then you get with them, they need time to process what happened in that situation. So let's say they were with that person for like 2 years, 3 years, however long they were with that individual. They have to spend time on their own too and like wrap that up. So if they have child support drama, they have baby mama drama, baby father drama, whatever it is, they gotta like wrap that up and they gotta like heal that before they're able to even entertain another relationship. And a part of that is understanding why they would have gotten into that connection to begin with, or like how that person may have been a catalyst for change in their life. So it's like they have to process their own stuff before they can actually come forward and be free to openly receive and be open to a new connection. But I think that's also a pattern too for you, Everett, that you may have to also process too as well, like working through dealing with men that are vulnerable and like going through their own time of transitions. Because when we kind of just settle for that, it kind of not, it doesn't allow us to be with someone. Like if you're free and single and you don't have that kind of drama, I'm not saying that there aren't good people that, you know, they have kids from prior, whatever. It's nothing like that. It's more of like, you got to let people do their healing too. Let them do their healing so that they can come back and be, you know, more in a better opportunity. Sometimes it could even be the right person, wrong time, but they got to get their head right and then come back and approach you in a different regard. So I hope that helps you too as well, Everett. So Tanisha says, well done, LOL. I need to take lessons. No worries, anytime. So Everett Braggs, thank you. All right, so how long from now? So SB, I told you, your control, you got to work on releasing that masculine energy. It's too dominant. You have to work on just being open and receptive to whenever they come back. It's a divine timing situation. I could pull cards for you, but ultimately, I feel I'm not going to do that because there's a lesson that you have to learn about that. So it's not going to help you by me pulling cards. You have to be able to just be in the energy of going with the flow. When they reach out to you, they reach out to you. Because I'm going to help you heal that. So you're welcome. Okay, so hello. So Jenna, me, new subscriber. So hey, Jenna, thanks for joining. Thank you. So RSC says, what's next for Maestri and I? Okay. All right. You know what's crazy? Like a lot of people joined the live today, but I didn't like pull out that many decks. So it was like, not too many people will come, but I'll see. I'll probably try to wrap this up in about 20 minutes because I gotta go. I gotta spend some time with my boo because he's going to work tomorrow and I want to be able to spend time with him. Also want to have some ice cream too. Some ice cream yogurt. Yeah, thanks, Everett. Yeah. Part of being a twin, like, I feel like, I don't know, like your actual like readings become more in point as time goes on. Because some of these things too, like you've already processed yourself, so you're able to help other people process. So let's see. RSC. Make straight. Spirit, speak to me about that connection. Okay, so true gem. Diamonds are forever, forever. So I don't know, is this somebody that you're considering getting married to or possibly spending a future with? I'm already channeling that because I'm hearing diamonds are forever. So it's like there might be an engagement on the horizon or something along those lines. Like this could be like a life partner, something like that that is gonna happen for you. RSC. So I feel like this is a soulmate. It's feeling very soulmate-y, if that's even a word. But anyways, I feel like you and this person, you really share a lot of mutual interest and a lot of things in common. I see here that this is someone who is really a professional. Like, I think they also go above and beyond to ensure your happiness, and they seem to be very considerate. So I feel that this connection does have a lot of great chemistry. Like, this is truly like a harmonious situation that we're tapping into here. So I'm not sure if like you and this person kind of like came together through work or career, or something like that. Oh God, what I think that isn't May Street, it's someone else that you're channeling. This is supposed to be your message, so maybe this is channeling into the future because sometimes that happens too as well. So someone else you're channeling that I know. So I don't know, but listen, sometimes that doesn't happen where you actually get the message of that person, but you get what you need to hear too. So maybe they want to talk about that. So I don't know. Maybe there's someone else that you're meant to be with, but you're kind of resisting that because it seems like you're not being receptive to the possibilities that could exist with you and this, you and the other person. But there's something there with you, whoever this is, our SC that we're tapping into. There's an opportunity here for like a really harmonious situation or a really harmonious type of connection. But I think that it might be a vibe where there's some sort of distance. So they could be like they live in another city from you, or they live far, they're not really close, something like that. So I don't know what it is. And maybe that's because of that. You probably told yourself, like, no, it can never work because there is a distance or a barrier between you and them. But it seems like that connection seems to be more favorable. Like, I don't know why, but I'm feeling like it's more of a favorable vibe where there's more of an opportunity here for true happiness. So maybe like the person that you're with, like it makes more practical sense to be with that person, but it's not where your heart is. Because I keep going back to seeing this passion card. Like, I feel like that person that you might still be with is like there's still something there. Like, even though the time has passed and maybe things have happened and you guys have maybe gone on to see other people or whatever, I feel that that person is actually your true love. And it's really rare to find that because if it's truly a soul connection, we don't really have very many of them. And it's very hard to come between. So I feel like there's an opportunity to really rekindle this. But it's up to you whether or not you actually want to pursue that or not. But I don't know, man. They wanted to talk about the other person. So I think you might also be heavily on that person's mind as well, too. That's why they came out in your reading. They wanted to deliver this message through me to you to tell you that they still think about you. So you might want to hit them up and kind of see what's going on in their life at the moment. But I don't know, man. I feel that other person might be the one. That's what I'm feeling, to be honest. Um, I don't know, but I feel like I don't know. To me, I feel like that other person. If you're saying that it's two people, I feel that other person is more ideal. But you gotta follow your heart, because even though there might be a distance between you guys, like if this is a true soul connection, you're meant to be with that person. Somehow it will work out on in the back end. But you just have to have trust and faith and believe in that, so that it can actually like work out or manifest the way it's meant to. But yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. Hope that gave you some clarity. I'm sorry that wasn't the message you wanted to hear, but that's the message Spirit had for you. Sometimes that happens. All right. So yeah, so Lisa says, hello, can I post my question? Who's coming towards me in love? I'm a Libra. All right, so let's see who's coming towards you in love. You just sage the space. Yeah, man, my ice cream be calling me. These days, my ice cream is calling me. I got an announcement to make, guys. That's also something I want to let you guys know too, as well. Like, I'm not gonna be posting as active, which you guys have probably been noticing as well too in the collective, that I have not been posting as active. And that's because your girl is having a baby. So I am gonna be a mama. So because of that, all of my time and my energy has been focused on growing my starseed child. So because of that, I'm not going to be posting as often as I typically do. And that's because I'm focusing my time on building my baby, making sure that they're good. So let's see. Lisa. But you guys can stay tuned for pics. I will see as time goes on. Gonna have my little one shortly, actually. Good one will be here with us very soon. Can't wait to meet them. Let's see, Lisa. So maybe Lisa, there's actually going to be children on the horizon for you. Maybe that's why I talked about that at the very beginning of me channeling that. Or maybe there's an opportunity that you would like to be able to have a child or whatnot. Yeah, thank you, Tanisha. Thank you. Yeah, they're gonna be here with us very soon. They're, as you said, that actually kicking me right now, so they want the ice cream. So let's see, Lisa. Yeah, there's a lot of blockage, man. I don't know what's going on, Lisa. Okay, so I heard ego death. So I'm already getting that message from jump. Perseverance. Interesting spread. So I feel for you, Lisa. You might have been someone that decided very early on that you would be a lone wolf. I don't know why I'm feeling that intuitively, but it could be a vibe or a situation where maybe you kind of like told yourself that maybe love doesn't happen for you or things don't always go your way. I'm hearing victim mentality. So it could have been a situation where you had a lot of partners that might have not shown up for you properly. And so as a result of that, it really impacted or skewed, actually, is the word that they're giving me. It skewed your idea about love and relationships. So you could have been focusing a lot on the material world, which is your career, or building a status, or some sort of prestige. You could have a lot of Capricorn placements in your chart as well. Because Capricorn is all about the material world and building. So, and that actually makes sense because my child is going to be an earth sign. So, earth signs, when it comes to your money, you guys don't play. You guys take that very seriously. So, could have been a situation where for a long time you've been kind of just focusing on the material world, building your bag, focusing on getting your money together, things of that nature. But I feel that there is some sort of ending that's coming in regards to that. Like, I feel like your soul is meant to have more. Like, you're meant to have a family, relationships, more stability, um, rather than just focusing solely on your career. So let me pull a card, actually, a tarot card on this release card, please. Thanks, Everett. I feel like I never get kids. I don't know. Like, there might be an opportunity for you for that. Like, it might actually help you with changing your perspective. Because I know this one did. Like, this is my first child. So, like, it was something that I never envisioned or I never thought would have been possible for myself. And then, surprise, they came and they were here. And I was kind of like, and then I got everything. I got my person, you know, proper career. Everything kind of just like fell into place. And so that could have been, that's also some of what could be happening too as well, where you might believe that this isn't possible for you, but it actually is possible. But you've got to focus on what you believe. See, we have the Queen of Wands reversed that flipped over. So I'm going to take that one. So the Queen of Wands reversed. So from this already, I'm feeling intuitively that it could be a vibe or a situation where maybe you just feel insecure about yourself, like you don't feel good enough. It could be a confidence issue, or you feel a lack of recognition. So maybe in connections, you overextend yourself and you feel that other people don't do the same. That could also resonate, is what I'm feeling. Or good things never happen to me is also what I'm hearing. A lot of disappointment, a lot of dependence, where you might feel that you don't want to have a relationship where you feel dependent upon that person. Or you could have actually grown up in a family dynamic too, where there was some sort of like broken home or family issue, and that impacted how you viewed relationships or how you viewed situations too as well. You could have even left home at an early age, is what I'm hearing. So I feel like this is something that you're going to be able to work through or have to process. And a part of that is, I think, forgiving the people that were your caregivers in your life. So this is all about healing the inner child. So when we're able to heal the inner child, we're able to recognize and see that we are lovable. Things are possible for us, but we also have to trust and believe too as well. Let's see more about this forgiveness, please. Yeah, you're giving your power away because I feel like you're meant for more in this lifetime in regards to love and relationships. Like you have a lot to offer, I feel intuitively, but you don't feel that this is possible. So you got to work on understanding why you believe that and why you feel that way. But I know that it's an inner child issue where we tell ourselves that this isn't possible, or I'm never going to find love, or I'm never going to be happy. And so we manifest just that over and over again. So part of that is understanding that it is possible for us, but we have to work on our insecurities and trust in the divine that everything is going to work out the way that it should work out. This is about healing and building your confidence to yourself, stepping into that energy of courage and self-love. Because I feel the passion is here. Like there's an opportunity here with strength, because strength is one of the most strongest cards to pull, right? It's a Leo card. Leo is all about, ambitions. They're all about creativity. They're all about love, right? They're a leader. They're people who are confident. They believe in themselves. But when it's reversed, it speaks to kind of like being cowardly or afraid of your own strength or afraid of your own power, what could be possible for you. But I feel that if you were to, let's say, like work on healing this, you would actually be an amazing parent. Like, but it's all about going back and working through those traumas and working on those self-limiting beliefs and perceptions about self. And sometimes recognizing too that there might not be that perfect person, but sometimes your differences is what makes your connection actually work. So it's never going to be that perfect cookie cutter type person, but it's all about understanding that you guys can actually build and create something, creating those building blocks of a healthy relationship and dynamic. And again, the perseverance, it's all about overcoming those challenges and working on the belief in self. So Lisa, there is a lot of changes on the horizon that could be possible for you. I feel your guides have been trying to push you and nudge you and encourage you, but it's all up to you in terms of like what you want to do. The choice is yours, man. The choice is yours. So, yeah. So I am single 7 years. Yeah. But now is the time for a new cycle, because usually what they say in the laws of karma, there's 7-year cycles and then you're on a new path. It also could even be like a karmic return, like a Saturn return for you. Because sometimes when that happens too, it like ignites something different for us. Also, is what I'm being guided to say. So we'll see. So Everett says, congrats. Thanks, Everett. Stay tuned. I'll be trying to take some pictures, but as I said, like I'm more than halfway done my journey now. So my little one will be here soon. But listen, like I'm one of those people that you wouldn't know that I'm actually expecting, which is interesting because nobody really knows. My stomach is small, but my little one is like above percentile, which is interesting. So we'll see. So I always travel, but to find love, but nobody there. Yeah, you gotta work on healing that inner child, Lisa. Heal that inner child. When you heal that inner child, things will be possible for you. So creative STR, recently saw DM Aquarius. I want to know if he's coming back, if there will be any growth between us. So I'll be guided to say that if this is a true soul connection, they always come back. Whether or not we recognize that or not, there could be divine timing to at play why it might seem delayed or might take a while for them to actually return. So, okay, so I'm actually guided to see if this is actually a true soul connection, but like I don't want to tap into your energy completely because I don't really want to do that, but let me see. So I'm not sure, actually. I don't know if this is a true soul connection. I would have to like channel in, which I don't want to do on this live because I wasn't trying to do that. But as I said, like it feels like a situation it feels very heavy, like very karmic. I don't know why, but I'm just feeling that. It could be an ascension partner is what you manifested. So people don't realize this, but there's ascension partners, there's karmic partners, there's twin flames, there's soulmates. But this feels like an ascension partner. So I feel like let me pull some cards and then we'll see if your person or this individual, because I don't think this is your person. I think it's someone that you're attached to learn something from. So let's see for creative. There's an old pattern here that you got to break. An old pattern through this person. I'm already hearing codependency. So it's something about codependency. Because even if this was a true soul connection, we don't wait for a person to come back, you know. We got to keep progressing on the journey because we got to keep working on, you know, creating a new timeline. You also need to get some sort of spiritual clearing. I'm also hearing creative. You're probably someone who has a potential to be a healer, but it's like you got to work on clearing your energy field. Because my spiritual guide, Jax, he doesn't usually make an appearance unless I'm doing like spiritual release clearings or other things of that nature. Like that's when he comes through, or Reiki. And even for Reiki, I usually use Charles, but there's something about your energy needing to be cleared. Yeah, the Ten of Swords reverse. You have the Nine of Cups reverse. Self-love deficit. Let's see what else. The Lovers reverse. This person has options, just so you know, creative. But they're keeping their options open, I should say. So what I see here with the Ten of Swords, so that's air signs. I feel that there's something here that's kind of coming to an end. It's like this connection may have had cycles, or you could have attracted different partners to you where the connection ends, then you wonder if they're coming back or what will be the reality of the situation, what will happen. It feels like kind of like unresolved things or unresolved contracts with people. So I do see here that there is an energy here of needing to work on your self-love and also healing and forgiveness. I don't know why I'm getting that from this Nine of Cups. So I feel that a lot of the time you might be dissatisfied with the way that, or you could have been quite dissatisfied with the way that this person has shown up for you, but you continue to kind of linger in that energy of disappointment. So maybe on one hand, you're kind of used to kind of sticking around, wondering if the person will return, what will happen, what will be the result. But there's an energy here of needing to let that go now and recognize that wherever they are, they're good. And the idea here is to work on yourself. And if they should return, they will return. But we don't wait for anyone. Because waiting for someone means that we would live a life half filled or half fulfilled. Because if we're waiting on one individual and that individual never comes back, or, you know, it's a situation where they don't return, or they don't feel, you know, that they should come back, what do? We wait for a lifetime and eternity for changes that don't happen and we sell ourselves short? No, we got to progress on. So this person is currently exploring their options. Like, I know that's also triggering to hear, but I have to tell you the truth because that's what I'm seeing here. They're exploring their options with the Lovers reverse, and they're not really in the energy of wanting to commit to anyone at the moment either with the Hierophant reverse. The Hierophant is Taurus energy. Taurus is all about family, commitments, marriage, relationships. They're kind of exploring their options right now. So it seems like they're not really willing to commit to the situation with you. And I feel like you want commitment from them, or you want something stable with them, but this person is not really wanting to engage in that. They're focusing on the material world, exploring their options right now. And so it might be a while before you might even possibly hear from this person. So with the King of Pentacles here, I feel like they might even be a provider in some other situation, or they might have a more of a partner that they're more available in that dynamic rather than your situation. It feels very third party-ish. This is giving an energy of a player, actually. That non-committal energy, playboy or playgirl, play person. You know, they're not really committal. They kind of just, you know, see what's out there, explore the waters, you know, creative, and, you know, hope for the best. But let me pull some timing, but I don't think so. They might hit you up, but I feel like it's nothing serious this person is coming with. Like, they might come forward just to say hi or hit you up, but I feel like it's nothing serious, which is what I'm feeling, the energy of the moment. Things could change because energy is very fluid, and that's the thing about when you get a reading from someone. This is why I usually don't like to speak to people more than 3 months out, because energy changes as time goes on, because you could change, situations could change. You know, anything could happen at any point in time. So we have 5. So they have, when you clarify your intentions. So that's also part of it too, like what you want to achieve from having this person return. You know, what is the goal here? They may hit you up in the fall time, which might be closer to the end of the year, or whenever you're watching this, whenever your fall season is, might resonate as well. But I feel they will come back, but I feel like it's very light, like it's very flirty, you know, just kind of there, seeing what happens. But they're not willing to invest properly in this situation, is what I'm feeling from this. So you got to really ask yourself why you want this person back and what you're hoping to achieve, and then take it from there. Alrighty, so I did that again. Yeah, you're giving your power away in this situation with the Strength reversed. Like, you got to stand in your power. You got to let this person go, and they come back, they come back. If not, no worries. And you just keep it rolling. All right, so Everett says, I hope things fall into place for me like that too. It will in time, man. You gotta work it. You gotta work on yourself. I've been on this journey for a while, man. People don't realize it. Like, I've been started this journey in 2020 when I initially met my twin, and I just hit the ground running. I never looked back. And you know, part of this is my, I guess, me being able to finally get like proper blessings and happy life is kind of like what the outcome is, you know? But I feel like example to a lot of people to show what could be possible for you if you actually take your journey seriously and you actually do your healing work and you power through your heavy lifting, man. You can't leave anything on the table. You got to go all in, because this is your future. And you know, a lot of people don't realize it, but some of these spirit babies be waiting to come in. Like, I know I definitely manifested this child. So it's a situation, and I'm where, you know, I'm grateful to source and I'm grateful for my blessings. So it says, oh wow, Angie, that's beautiful. Congratulations on many blessings. You know, yes. So it is a princess. It's a girl. She'll be here thus in May. So I am heading into my last semester now, which is why I have not been posting, because I've been getting everything ready. That's probably why you've been hearing me out of breath, because Princess be kicking, she be here. But as I said, I'll be posting, I guess, when I can, because now that I'll be heading into mom life, it's going to be an adjustment for me. So I have to take some time to calibrate, to focus on that, to, you know, be a wife now, a mom, you know, a business owner. We just do everything. So, all right. So Jenna says you skip. I'm still here. Skip me. Okay. So what is love coming towards me? Sorry, Jenna. I probably missed your question, but you'll probably be the. And thank you so much, guys, for your love and for congratulating me and stuff. Thank you. So Jenna me says, what's coming towards me in love? All right, Jenna, you're the last person of tonight, because listen, the ice cream be calling me. So let's see. Love for Jenna. Love for Jenna. Jenna me. So I want to cuddle with my person too before he falls asleep. So let's see. All right, Jenna, let's get your question. Okay. I don't know why I'm picking up from this. Like, burnout is what stood out to me as soon as I touched that card. So you could be like someone, I'm hearing serial dater. I don't know what that's about. You could be like with people, or you could be someone that maybe had a lot of different types of connections or relationships or even situationships in general. And I feel that maybe you're kind of like stressed about, what will happen? Will I actually meet the person I'm supposed to be with? What will kind of be my outcome in my dynamic? So I feel like because of that, it might be kind of creating more stress in the situation than it is actually helping. Like, I feel like you've been really overthinking and overanalyzing the situation for a while. So I feel that there is going to be a period where you might feel that sense of disconnection, where you might just decide to maybe give it a break, or you could just decide, like, I'm not going to think about the situation too much anymore. But either way, I feel like Spirit is going to intervene in the situation soon, because the way that it's going, it seems as if you're kind of just like juggling different options. You're seeing different things here, but it seems like it's not manifesting the way that it's supposed to, because the energy has to be very fluid. You got to just be receptive and open to what Spirit may have planned for you. So this is someone too, Jenna, who needs to work on balancing their masculine and feminine sides of themselves. The yin energy. A lot of people don't realize it, but like that feminine side of self is very important, because when like we are not people, I'm not just saying like woman in, like everyone has masculine and feminine traits with themselves, but I feel for you, you more resonate as being in your feminine side of your energy, like as a female or feminine. And a part of that is you got to be receptive to the possibilities that could exist. Like, men are the ones that come and pursue us. We don't pursue them. So when we say like, are we going to find someone? What's going to happen? That's kind of like operating through a masculine side, rather than just kind of being out and about, maybe running into someone, meeting with the right person. It's like we got to let that intellectual side of ourselves go if we want to be open to actually receiving love and true relationships and stability. So I feel for a part of you, that's something that you're going to have to work on if you really want to manifest a true partner, is just being open to being free and in touch with that playful, energetic, feminine side of self. And then that will then allow whoever is meant to ground to come in. So this is going to be some sort of awakening for you, rebirth here, where you're going to be able to recognize and make some sort of changes. But I feel that you want a person that's going to come in that will stand the test of time. Like you don't want a short-term thing. And so if you don't want that short-term situation, you got to be able to really focus on healing that, right? As I talked about, the feminine side of self, going with the flow. Yin energy is about going with the flow, being receptive, being open to the possibilities that could exist, and letting the past go, right? So when we live in our head and we live in the past, it's difficult for us to make changes. But I feel that you want to let this go. But why is it difficult for you to actually release it? Let me see why. Let me pull one of these cards, actually. Let's see. Yeah, you got to heal your heart. That's the barrier here. You got to do some heart healing. So some pantra. You got to do some heart healing. And when you heal your heart, I feel like you're going to be able to be open and receptive to what could be out there. Because sometimes our soulmate too, where the person that Spirit has for us doesn't always resonate with the type of people we usually attract. Like I always tell people, your soulmate differs from your usual type. Like it's not what you think it is. They kind of bring forward the energy that you lack. So things that you might not be good at, that person is that balance. Like my person is super masculine. That's because I'm super feminine. I'm really emotional. This is a Cancer side of me. You know what I mean? I'm very intuitive. So like he embodies that opposite of what I am. And that's why it works, if that makes sense. So it's like that kind of energy is what I feel like you have to be receptive to receiving. And get out there. I feel like you've been isolating. You've been staying in your box, but you got to come out your comfort zone now. So just go with the flow, go for walks, do some, bike riding if that's your thing, go out to a party, like just be open. Like, and trust me, when you're open and receptive, like your yin energy will exude in anything that you desire. That's the thing that people don't understand. You got to be back to, you know, the basics of how these men come. They come and they come when they want something, they come in for the kill. They come in, but you have to be open to who might appear. And sometimes you might get some jokers along the way. I'm not saying it will be perfect, but ideally, if you kind of like set those boundaries and kind of figure out, what you're looking for, or just be open to hearing what they have to say, but also recognizing when someone is playing you, then you wouldn't waste time with them either. You would just cut to the chase. They don't have much to, offer. You just kind of, gently just tell them, thank you for your time, but I gotta let you go. And then you just continue work on yourself, be receptive again in that yin energy, and something will ground. That's how it works. So, all right. So it's now 8 o'clock, or it's past 8 o'clock. Actually, it's 8:11. So Jenna, as I said, was the last person I was going to be answering questions for tonight. But if you guys would like a personal reading, you guys can also hit me up. I'll leave my email here in the chat, because I am not renewing my website because I'm going to be going on mat leave very soon. And I'm going to be spending time with my girls. So because of that, I will just only be doing readings like on request, rather than actually like leaving my website open and whatnot, like, which I should have made an announcement about, but people have been emailing me all the same, asking me about readings, but we'll see. So you guys, if you want to book a personal, you guys can email me, and we can talk about, your question that you would like, and I can tell you some of my prices. But I think that's it for me tonight. So thank you guys for watching. Tanisha says, thank you for the messages again. Have a great night. Enjoy the Little Princess. I will. And I'll enjoy my ice cream too. I've been dreaming about the ice cream. So I'm going to go hit that up. So Lucy, if you'd like to check out, hit me up over email. We can work out something if you want a personal. And Manor, you can also hit me up over email as well if you'd like to consider personal reads. I thank you guys so much for your love and support. I don't know when I'll be back again, because I'm going to be focusing on, getting things together in the material world. So I'll be back when I can. I'll pop on once in a while and do live reads for you guys in the meantime, and then I'll be starting my mat leave very soon. So thank you guys again. You guys want to hit a like for energy exchange? That's cool as well. If you guys would also like to donate to the channel, you guys can do that. You guys can hit up my PayPal. I'll leave that also here in the comment section. And I want to thank you guys. Oh, why did I write that? That's crazy. All right, I don't even know how to retract this. That's the wrong thing. I don't even know why. What the heck have I been doing all this time? Okay, so let me delete that. I don't even know, like, because I'm on my laptop here. Like, how do I? All right, donations. So donations over PayPal, if you guys feel called, you guys can do that. No pressure, or you guys can like. I just leave it, and then oh yes, I forgot. I actually wrote it in the All right, guys. So I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Until we meet again, take care, guys. Love and light.